Welcome back to the Seven Deadly Sins and Review Special number 4. This one reviewing just the 275th chapter of the manga. I thought 278 was on here. I can't find it. I probably have to look for it tomorrow. It probably comes out tomorrow anyways. Okay. This chapter, starts off with an advertisement for the film that's coming out this Saturday. Yep, the film for Seven Deadly Sins. Yep. So the chapter starts out with one of the characters look like they're speaking gibberish. Yeah, I don't know if it's a translation thing. I have no idea. It looks like Desiree herself. She's one of the Ten Commandments. She apparently got killed by that angel guy, which I found to be very boring. Yeah, she's killed, and then she sees that she looks like she's fine, even though she's still dead. Apparently, I think this guy's supposed to be her boyfriend or her husband. I have no idea. They never clearly explained their relationship. And apparently, he's talking to like somebody else with a similar thing. Apparently, he's ignoring her for some reason. Maybe she's a ghost or something. Yeah, and then we cut to, believe it or not, Meliodas, Hawk, and Elizabeth. First, Meliodas has been seen in probably about 4 chapters. I'm not sure what. Apparently, he's still wounded after a battle he had. And we see some other creatures. We see the Sin of Lust for a few times. We see him for pretty much the rest of the chapter because he's not going to allow him to kill his friend, so he's going to fight him some more. Yep. I gotta say, for this particular chapter, it's pretty much an improvement over the past few chapters, where I just really have not. They feel a bit lackluster. This one feels like definitely an improvement over the past 2 chapters, since I have felt pretty much disappointed with these chapters, especially since he focused on a lot of the character. Galsold, I think he pronounced the guy's name, the guy who's the Sin of Lust. Yeah. Spent too much time on him. He's probably by far the least interesting member of the 7 Deadly Sins. Heck, I wouldn't mind chapters focusing on the Sin of Pride. At least he's more interesting than this guy is. I've never found this guy interesting at all, and yet, for some reason, the writer thinks, okay, let's have it where chapters of his own manga focus on a character that's not interesting at all. And he thinks it's a good idea. The artwork for this series is still fantastic. It has not really changed all that much. You can appreciate the fact the guy has not changed his style. But unlike the last few chapters where he's simply been the general focus, here he appears for the last few pages of the chapter because the first quarter of the here you kind of split this chapter in 3 sections. Section 1, focus on Desiree. Section 2, which is basically about part of the chapter focusing on Meliodas and Elizabeth and Hawk. I'm happy that we're finally get a chance to focus on his character again. But can we please just have focus on him next? Well, my guess next chapter focus on Gilthard again. I don't know why. It's just that that's probably what the chapter is going to be focused on. Yes, and I would have done in the art chapter. Apparently, I think it's coming out tomorrow. Now, the reason why I didn't do one 2 weeks ago a chapter review of this because I've read 276 and 275, and I wasn't impressed with it. No, it just felt like a chapter where almost nothing happens except that Gareth Thunder was basically getting the crap beat out of him for pretty much the whole entire chapter. This one, I'm kind of glad they didn't show him that much because focus on Desiree, who is a much more interesting character than he is. But all it confirms that she is somewhat dead, and she looks like she's in the past for some reason. And yeah, not much else to say. It's interesting chapter, but it is definitely improvement. And if in fact the next chapter is focused on Gilthunder, can we just focus on him for a few pages? Go back to Meliodas. Meliodas and Elizabeth are the main protagonists of the series. Why do we have to focus on the Sin of Lust? I mean, I've never heard anybody when they talk about this particular series where they say he's a good character. I've never heard much people talk. I've never seen much reviews for this particular series. But I was simply, I got into this series mainly because I heard some good things about it, and the fact the concept of the series interests me. I mean, you have 7 knights, and mixed up with King Arthur and the fact he's in with the Seven Deadly Sins, that made me interested in the series. Good thing about the manga first, and I was pretty much very happy with the anime. I'm still a little curious though when season 3 is going to happen, because according to now, the studio has been asked to make the series of season 3 is going to happen. They have not said anything about it. I'm sure that because season 2 actually got really good reception, I would think that they would, start production every season. My guess is there's probably two reasons why they're probably my theory of why they haven't announced new anime yet. One, they're waiting for a good amount of chapters to come out. My guess is probably 400 chapters. That's one possibility. Or two, they're probably waiting for the sales of the DVDs and Blu-rays for this particular series. Waiting for those sales figures to come in. Those are my only two theories of what they're waiting for the second for a possible third season. I mean, the viewers clearly want the third season. I mean, I'm sure that the subscribers of Netflix are very happy with it because Netflix is the one that streams this series. So I'm sure for fact Netflix is like, hey, can you make another season, please? I'm sure they probably really want to, but yeah. But what rating do I give this chapter? I'm going to give it, because it's an improvement over the last few chapters, I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. Because it's an improvement. It's not exactly slightly above average per se, but it's an improvement. Okay? So that's really it for this episode. This is the last video I plan to do today. I plan to do maybe about 2 videos. I'm hoping for 2 videos tomorrow. Because today I finished up the Attack on Titan junior high manga, so I figured I'm going to do a review of the series and watch the series tomorrow, and I'm going to start up watching season 3 of Attack on Titan tomorrow. So expect 2 reviews of Attack on Titan and possibly a comic corner tomorrow. Okay, but to see, and maybe also another special for Seven Deadly Sins, because I'm sure the newest chapter's going to come out tomorrow anyway. So I expect to see a review of that tomorrow. Okay, but until we see you all there, bye.